I believe the ultimate goal of many governments around the world is power. Those people who are in power want to maintain their power and will do anything to protect it. And how do you do that? Control. You control the people who would otherwise kick you out of power. After all, the citizens of a country far outnumber the people who are in power. And in order to control the citizens, you've got to know everything about them. Well, we did that for them. Facebook, Instagram, Alexa, Google, and Snapchat have been collecting data on our movements, interests, conversations, habits, and lives for years. But the ultimate level of control is financial. Once a government has control of your finances, they own you. That's what CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and social scores are for. Once they control your money, it's game over. Imagine how you'd feel if your government could just turn off your money if they didn't like your post on X, formerly Twitter, or raise your interest rate because you attended a Bitcoin conference. And how would they force you to use this digital currency? That's easy. They would just ban cash. That sounds impossible, I know. But these things are happening already in some parts around the world, like the EU. In late April 2024, the EU Parliament is taking up a vote on a proposal that would outlaw any cash payment for a business transaction over 10,000 euro, which is equivalent to 10,862 US dollars. Also, both anonymous cash payments over 3,000 euro and any anonymous crypto payments to a hosted wallet would be banned altogether. I'm telling you, this is happening. Even if this proposal fails, maybe the next one won't. Little by little, our privacy is being attacked for our protection and security, of course. So what are we supposed to do? Use 2 cans and a string to talk to our friends? A lot of you probably don't know what that means. Use the postal system to send messages? No, that ship has sailed. But what we can do is take back some of our privacy while we still have the opportunity and it's still legal. Turn off location sharing on your phone, use a VPN, try spending some cash on occasion, and stop using stupid social media. That is, except YouTube, of course. At least change your username to an anonymous one. Don't use your real name on any social media. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how to break the transaction history of your Bitcoin to make your holdings and future transactions perfectly private. This is legal, at least while I'm recording this video. Tax evasion is not legal, and this video is not investing or financial or tax advice. My recommendation is that you should always be honest with the taxes you owe. There are some very smart people working at the IRS and other agencies, and all they do all day long is look for irregularities in your tax return. So keep it honest and pay what you owe. That is tax advice, by the way. The Bitcoin blockchain is not anonymous. It's pseudonymous. That means all transactions that have ever been completed are on a public ledger for everyone to see. But those transactions aren't tagged to your name. The origin and destination of every single transaction is tracked and recorded on the blockchain for all to see. But once a name is associated with a wallet, a transaction, an address, or an account, that Bitcoin is tagged to you forever. Every future and past transaction you've ever made or will make with those coins becomes public knowledge. And that is not information that most people are comfortable disclosing. It's like giving your buddies your bank statement every month for them to look through. They'd see all your income, your balance, and your expenses. And if you sent money to a new bank, they'd get statements from that bank too. Weird. And how does your name get linked to a Bitcoin transaction? 3 letters. KYC. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. And most exchanges, all exchanges in the US, use KYC procedures to link your account with your identity. If the exchange where you bought your Bitcoin used KYC during account setup, any and every transaction destination from your account is linked to you. So if you think sending your money from an exchange to a self-hosted wallet is some way of securing your privacy, that is not correct. Also, just ask someone to send you some Bitcoin, USDC, or any cryptocurrency. Boom. Now they can see the activities that you perform with those coins forever. So how do you make your Bitcoin private? You need to break the chain of transactions in one of 2 ways. Either you exchange your precious Bitcoin for a privacy coin like Monero or Zcash, and then back again in a different wallet, or you could perform what's called a Coinjoin. Now what? No, this isn't some new stunt you can try in the bedroom, although that is a good idea. It's sort of like taking Bitcoin from your right pocket and dumping it into a bucket full of Bitcoin that's swirling around. Then you reach into the bucket and grab random amounts of Bitcoin that add up to the amount that you put in, minus a fee, of course. And as you take it out, you put it in your left pocket. Let's put it another way. Let's say you have to register your physical wallet, the one you carry around in your back pocket, with the government. And they track all the transactions in and out of this wallet. They know what goes in, they know what goes out, and they know the exact balance at any point in time. But what if you took $50 out of your wallet and put it into a bucket of money? It would look like you spent $50, right? But if you reached back into the bucket and took out 3 5s, a 20, and 13 1s, and put them in a new unregistered wallet, you'd have $48 due to the $2 fee. But those $48 would be anonymous. Now imagine if you did it again and again and again. You can see how the more times you dump the money back into the bucket, the more anonymous it gets. The official transaction was a $50 spend. That's it. And there's no record of the $48 coming back to you. Once you get home, you could put that $48 in the safe for safekeeping, or you could spend it in a completely private manner, knowing it's not being tracked. No one would ever know you owned it or spent it. It's a bit more complex than that, but that's the basic principle. So why don't you just take the $50 and move it to an unregistered wallet? Because the government that's tracking this wallet is not stupid. If you spent $50 on April 6, 2024 at 3:34 p.m. and there was a deposit of the exact amount a few moments later in an unregistered wallet, that unregistered wallet would be linked to you and you're stuck. Get it? That's where things get a little tricky. Once you get your coins back from the Coinjoin, which I'll show you in a minute, you have to keep them separate from all your other dirty Bitcoin, or they'll get linked with those funds and not be private anymore. Also, if you send them to a KYC exchange to sell them, you're also cooked. So this is more for a long-term storage play. There are other options, but that's for a future video. There are a bunch of different ways to get access to this Coinjoin process, but the easiest way I found is using a hot wallet that you download to your computer, not your phone, called Wasabi Wallet. It has versions available for Mac, Windows, and Linux, and it's available at wasabiwallet.io. And there are no mobile versions available, so please don't download anything that looks like Wasabi Wallet from any application store. I have it installed on my Mac, and I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's take a look. Before I get to the actual hot wallet application, I'm going to show you the website. Please make sure the website looks like this. It is at wasabiwallet.io. I'll put the link in the description. You just click that link, and it'll take you right there. Then once you get to the home page, you can go up to the top, click the download button. It'll take you down to the bottom, and then you pick the appropriate version for your computer. I have a Mac, so I downloaded the Mac version, of course, and installed it. They also have a ton of guides and information about the Coinjoin process and about their wallet. Their wallet is open source, and it is really security and privacy minded. This is their getting started page on their documents page. It walks you through the process of downloading, verifying, and installing the software. And then they have a Coinjoin page, which explains the Coinjoin process in more detail. And again, it is not illegal. Privacy is not illegal. Okay, let's take a look at the Wasabi software that I have installed on my Mac. All right, here we are at the home page of the Wasabi wallet. I installed it, I opened it, and this is what you're greeted with. Start using the Wasabi wallet, and I press continue. Now, Coinjoin breaks the transaction history, and I'll show you what that looks like on a different website in a second, but it does cost money, and it's not super cheap. Freedom is not free. So if you're willing to pay some fees, you can get private Bitcoin. But they do say plebes don't pay. So if you have values smaller than 0.01 Bitcoin, there's no fee associated with the transaction. From the perspective of the Coinjoin, there are blockchain fees that vary with the day and time that you have to pay. But if it's less than 0.01 Bitcoin, the fees are much lower. So keep that in mind. And they tell you there's a bunch of fees, so go ahead and get started. Now you can connect your hardware wallet, such as Ledger, Trezor, Cold Card, and I'm not sure what this one represents, but They support several different hardware wallets, and you can't do a CoinJoin from the hardware wallet. You'd have to move those funds to the hot wallet and then do the CoinJoin. Otherwise, you can import a seed phrase using this button here. You can recover a wallet if you already have a Wasabi wallet and move to a different computer or something like that. You can enter your seed phrase in this area. We're going to create a new wallet. So we're going to get a new seed phrase, and there's the seed phrase. I'm going to write this down, and I will be right back. Then you have to confirm your recovery words. I'll do that, and I'll be right back. Then you need to create a password. Now, this password, I found this out later, is not a password for the application. It's the actual passphrase or the 13th word of your seed phrase. So it's not a password, it's a passphrase, which is part of your seed phrase or your keys. Do not lose this password. I'm going to create a password here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to paste this in. Okay, the next step is to verify your CoinJoin strategy. And they have 3 different setups for your CoinJoin. You can minimize costs, you can maximize speed if you're in a hurry, and you can maximize privacy. So when you do a CoinJoin, I talked about this earlier, you put your Bitcoin into a big bucket of Bitcoin, and then you take out little pieces that add up to the original deposit. Well, you do that multiple times. The more times you do it, the higher the fee is going to be, but of course, the better the privacy is going to be. So let's take a look at each of these. Actually, I'm going to press the Customize button. Automatically start CoinJoin. If you have a balance of 0.01 Bitcoin in your wallet and you have this selected, it will turn on the CoinJoin automatically and your coins will get privatized. You can turn that on or off. Red coin isolation is a more advanced privacy protocol. I just leave that off. And this is the number of rounds that your CoinJoin will go through. Anything above 5, I think, is considered private. So let's just leave it at 5 where it started. And then the time period that you want to do it, you could just set it at days, whatever you want. Hours, days, weeks, months. I'm going to set it at days. No, I'm going to set it at hours. So we're going to leave that there, and then we're going to press continue. And there we go. That's our wallet. I'm going to move some Bitcoin in here, and we're actually going to do a CoinJoin procedure. So I will be right back after I put the Bitcoin in. To receive Bitcoin to the Wasabi wallet, you need to go to the upper right corner right here and press the receive button. And then you enter the name of the person that you're going to give this address to. I'm going to pick Alice. You wouldn't have anything here. I'm going to pick Alice and then press continue. This is all blurred out for security purposes, but then you copy the address. Then you go to the exchange or another wallet and you send the Bitcoin to that address. I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, done. As you can see, the Bitcoin has arrived into the wallet. It hasn't been confirmed completely, but the transaction has taken place. I sent 0.05 Bitcoin to this wallet to take part in the CoinJoin. And we're going to go through that. But I'll take you through the wallet really quick first, give you a little tour. There are settings up here and advanced features. Let's click that. Add wallet, legal document, blah, blah, blah. I don't use that button very much. You can send the Bitcoin somewhere, receive more Bitcoin. You can buy anything. Let's see what that is. Travel assistant, general travel assistant, concierge assistant. I'm not sure what these are. So I'm going to get out of there. And in this area, we have more settings, CoinJoin settings, which we already went through. And again, it's not auto coin joining yet. Number 1, because the Bitcoin hasn't been confirmed into the wallet yet. And number 2, because it's not above 0.01 Bitcoin. You can change this amount to 000 if you want, and then any amount of Bitcoin you send to the wallet will start coin joining immediately. I'm going to leave that the way it is. And then there's wallet settings where you can verify your recovery words, the coins that are in the wallet right now, and wallet statistics, unconfirmed balance. Confirmed balance is 0. It's still confirming the number of transactions, the number of coin joins, non-coin join transactions. The number of coin joins is, of course, 0. That will change. And that's it. And then over here, we have general settings, dark mode, light mode, You can run Wasabi when the computer starts. You can leave it to run in the background so the CoinJoin can continue to take place. And auto copy addresses, auto paste addresses, blah, blah, blah. And you can display in sats or Bitcoin. I didn't change any of these settings. And you can enable the GPU for faster CoinJoin. And that's it. You can add a wallet if you want to add another wallet to the existing wallet. And a discrete mode blocks all the activity in case somebody's watching. All right, once this confirms, I'll be back, and then we'll start our first CoinJoin. While that transaction is still processing and confirming on the blockchain, let's take a look at an actual CoinJoin on the blockchain. So let's head over to mempool.space and look at what a CoinJoin looks like. So here we are at mempool.space, and this is an older transaction that CoinJoin uses as an example. So basically, this is a diagram of all of the transactions in this giant transaction. So these are inputs, people pouring their Bitcoin into the bucket right there. And then these are all the outputs. So let's take a look at some of these in more detail down below here. I'll show less and show these. There are more outputs than there were inputs because some of them are smaller, but if you take multiple of these, they'll add up to the inputs. All of these outputs add up to all of these inputs. The addresses are not repeated, so somebody put in 0.0026214 Bitcoin, and then they took out smaller chunks that added up to that amount, you see? And it could be 5 chunks, 6 chunks, 2 chunks. It's random. And then this whole process happens again and again and again and again, etc., depending on the number of times that you want to go through and the number of fees you're willing to pay. Again, it can get pretty expensive. So protocol generally recommends going through this process at least 3, 4, 5 times. Some people are comfortable with 10 times, and it really breaks all the transactions and sort of hides that Bitcoin. Again, this is not illegal. It's ensuring your privacy. Let's head back to the wallet and see if that transaction has been verified. Nope, hasn't been verified yet. So I'll come back when I see that it's verified. I don't want to waste your time sitting around. Still not done. Nope. Yeah. Well, figured I might as well enjoy it if I have to wait. Still not done. Still not done. Nope. Still not done. Still not done. 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 Okay. Now we can do a CoinJoin. Finally. I know it says down here, CoinJoin may be uneconomical. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to take one for the team here and proceed anyway with the CoinJoin. And again, let's check our CoinJoin settings. CoinJoin strategy is maximize speed. Let's just check it, see what we got here. We've got hours, 5 rounds of anonymity. Red coin isolation is off. If you turn that on, it does take a lot longer. Okay, so let's continue and press done. And I'm going to press this play button, which will start the process of the CoinJoin. It takes about 10 minutes to enter the pool. Remember that big pool of transactions that I showed you? To be one of those little tiny transactions, it takes about 10 minutes to find a bunch of peers that are willing to join you in this CoinJoin. And again, I will get back to you when it's finished. I'll see you in a few. While we're waiting for the other participants, I just wanted to point something out. If you look down here, at the bottom, it says, awaiting other participants. It's already been 8 minutes, and theoretically, there's another minute and a half to go. So again, it takes about 10 minutes to form a group of people willing to participate in this CoinJoin that you then enter, and then you go through it. In our case, I think it was 5 rounds. Okay, so I'll let you know when the CoinJoin finishes or anything else that comes up in the meantime. Okay, it just finished the 10-minute countdown down here. Some funds are being rejected from CoinJoining. Not sure what that means, but apparently all of these funds were not placed in the CoinJoin, so I might have to do a separate round, but we'll find out. I'll come back in a minute when the CoinJoin is finished. Finally, the CoinJoin is in progress. It took, I think about an hour before the coins were added to a bucket of coins, and now it's in progress. It's been 45 seconds, okay? I'll come back after the CoinJoin has completed entirely. I'm back. It is a lot later. The sun is starting to go down, but it's still the same day, and it seems as though the process is finishing up. If you look here, you can see that the privacy progress is at 100%. Also, Bitcoin is doing very well. This was the original deposit into the account of 0.005 Bitcoin, and if I can show you this, okay. If you look at the transactions of the CoinJoin, there were 4, not 5, I'm not sure why, but the whole thing cost a total of $8.3. So that was amazing because Bitcoin fees are really low at the moment. So if you want to take advantage of that, now's a good time to do that. While it says it's still pending, and I don't know if the fee is going to change, I don't think it will. And I think it's going to stop at 4 rather than 5, which is kind of weird. It appears that the CoinJoin is finished because the coins are 100% private at this point. Now, if you move these coins off of this wallet, which I suggest you do, maybe to cold storage, please do not mix them with other coins that you send from other wallets. Send them to a different wallet, or you can create a new account on a hardware wallet using a second set of keys. If you want to do it in a really organized manner, you can use the BIP85 technique, which I have a video on in my feed. So check that out. And that's it. That's how you do a CoinJoin. And let me know if you have any questions down below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole process. I think it's pretty simple. It does take some time, but the fees were really reasonable. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you would, please. And I will see you in the next video.